just want you to know we are gonna miss you here in Nashville because we love you.
Welcome to Jackson Heights. I'm Huell Howser. Now, you've probably never heard a name like that before, but it's a family name, and it's spelled Huell-Howser. Now, you can probably tell from my accent that I'm not from New York or anywhere near New York City. Actually, I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. But I've always wanted to live here, and now I do. I'm really excited about hosting this new program because I'm going to be able to travel to all sorts of places. Places like the Ready Penny here in Queens. I'll also be meeting some nice people, like my new friend Bill Pelch here. Bill has one of the craziest jobs in this city, but you'll find out about that in a minute. Also on tonight's program, you're going to meet some people, some very special people who were in search of a friend and found a family. And you'll meet our lifesavers. Who's a lifesaver?
I'm Joan Hamburg, and I'm a lifesaver. Tonight I'm going to show you some great shopping buys in Secaucus, New Jersey.
And I'm Carnegie Leo, and I'm a lifesaver too, and tonight I'm going to show you how to cut a turkey.
But we'll get to that later. Now, Bill, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
You sure?
I think so.
Because now we're going to let everybody know what you do for a living.
When this dance is over, will you dance with me once more? My heart tells me you're the love I'm longing for.
He's brave as hell, but I don't know. I think he's lacking something upstairs.
I don't know Bill well at all, except to say hi and goodbye, and when I see him, I go, oh, my God. I think it's very nerve-wracking to see someone up there if you're not used to height. We're used to either flying or feet on the ground, but not standing like that.
So now you know what Bill Pelch is all about. He's the singing window washer here at the Empire State Building. Bill's always liked to be outdoors, he's always liked to sing, and he's always liked to do crazy things. He's outside singing and washing right now, so let's visit with him for a while. Bill, can you come inside for just a second? I know you're busy out there. Come on in. He's got to finish the window. Come in for a minute. Everybody I have talked with today says you have the craziest job in this city. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think so. Not for me. I like it.
You like it?
You have to like this kind of work.
We're sitting how many floors up now?
We're on about 80.
80 up?
Yeah.
And it doesn't make you nervous to look down?
Well, you fall from 80, you fall from 10. You know, it just takes longer.
Bill really takes his job more seriously. He has to, because he and the rest of the crew are responsible for keeping the windows clean on all 102 floors of the Empire State Building. There are over 6,500 windows to wash, and it takes 2 months to complete the cycle top to bottom. It's a year-round job, and to brave the sizzling summer heat and the gusty winter winds, he's paid approximately $18,000. How'd you start doing this?
I don't know, I'm doing it about 21 years already. You wouldn't believe it, but I was doing handstands on a roof when I was a kid, and 19, not a kid. The guy saw me, and he happened to be a window cleaner, and he says, you're out of your mind. I wasn't really doing too much at the time, and he says, you know, why don't you come out to my company, which was Ace Window Cleaning out at the Tri-Bowl Bridge, and been doing it ever since.
It's never made you nervous to be up this high and to be hanging out by a strap? Don't you ever worry about the strap, like, giving way? Or what if those one of those bolts comes loose?
You put very little pressure on the belt, actually, you know. This belt can hold about 600-pound test, and I'm only putting on maybe 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I can hold on with my fingers, really. It's very, you know, you can see how, look, see, there's nothing on the belt, man. See?
While he's out there hanging on that belt, Bill sings everything from rock and roll to ballads to light classical. And he's good at it, too.
And make the darkness light. I've been singing ever since I was a kid. Nobody ever paid any attention to me, you know. But yeah, I don't know, I just do it. It's like second nature, you know. You breathe, I sing. And fill my heart with love for only you.
Bill also sings off the job. In fact, occasionally you can find him at his local neighborhood pub, the Ready Penny in Jackson Heights, singing for his friends. Many of the customers enjoy listening, including his girlfriend, Sarah DeFelice.
Oh, he's very good. Excellent. When Billy sings, he has to have a couple of drinks in his seat because he's really shy. Basically, he's really a shy person. But when he stops, you can't shut him up. But when you can hear him, then you know why he doesn't shut up.
My one and only
Billy spends all day, every day up on these tall buildings washing windows. What do you think about your boyfriend being up that high?
Let's put it this way here. I think I would worry more about Bill if he was walking at 12 o'clock at midnight in the city streets. I would worry more about Billy.
You don't worry about him up on the
No,
side?
he's clumsy on the floor. He can't walk on the street without tripping over his own feet.
And down the mountainside, the summer's gone, and all the leaves are dying. I've never thought of working indoors. I never had any formal education, and for me, this is ideal. That's why I kind of take pride in what I do, you know. And at least I'm good at one thing, and I've stayed with it for 21 years, so it's something. When the valley's hushed and white with snow, then I'll be there in the sunlight or in the shadow.
This is a regular part of our program we call Lifesavers. It's designed to help make living in New York a little easier for all of us. Bill, I'm new to the area. You've lived here all your life. Do you ever run out of places around here to find bargains?
No, I don't think so. If you look hard enough, you can find anything you want in the city of New York.
Anything?
Anything.
Well, our first lifesaver is Joan Hamburg, who's been looking for bargains for over 20 years now. And tonight, she's found some for us over in New Jersey.
That's right, Huell. I'm here in Secaucus, New Jersey, which is one of the great factory towns in our vicinity. It's filled with shops. But first, I want to tell you how delighted I am to be a lifesaver. I'm going to be here every single week sharing all kinds of information and saving you all a lot of money. Me too, I hope. But let me fill you in on Secaucus. Secaucus is a town that rose on swampland. It's got shops of every description, for men, for women, for children, and we're going to take a look at one today. Right now, I'm in front of a men's shop at 77 Metro Way, and wait till I show you what's in this place. You won't believe it. Come on, let's take a look. This place has everything, suits, coats, jackets, but I was really impressed with the good buys in shirts and sweaters. Let's see what I've got here. Well, I picked up this cashmere sweater. This sweater is $40 here. It's over $100 anywhere else. It's great looking. Here's another sweater that anyone would like, women too. I'd love to take it home. This sweater is $35 and it's $70 everywhere else. Men's shirts have had the worst time finding great buys in men's shirts. Let me pull out from my messy pile these three shirts. These shirts are $12 and under. Good buys. But let's go around the corner now and see what other wonders there are in Secaucus, New Jersey. The China and Glass Outlet at 25 Enterprise Avenue is just another reason for you to come to shop in this factory town. China and glass cost a fortune everywhere, but just look at the things I found here. A place setting, service for 8, $39.95, and this particular service usually retails for $130. Here's a bowl that sells right here for $10. I have seen it for $30. So not only are they great buys in Secaucus, but it's easy to get to. We came right through the Lincoln Tunnel, we took Route 3, exited at the Meadowlands Parkway, and followed the signs to the Industrial Park. But don't worry if you miss some of the information, because Huell in a few minutes will tell you exactly where and how to write for everything. And I'm going to be with you every week, sharing a lot of my information and saving you money. But now here's Huell with another great lifesaver.
Thanks, Joan. Tonight, we're here at the world-famous Carnegie Deli on 7th Avenue. Now, this is the part of the program designed to let you, the viewers, share your information and ideas with the rest of us. The reason we're here tonight is because with the holiday season coming up, there's nothing worse than having this beautiful big turkey on your table and messing it all up because you don't know the proper way to carve it. Leo Steiner owns this wonderful deli, and Leo claims to be Manhattan's turkey maven.
What's a maven?
You're the one who told me to say maven. I don't know what it means.
That's an expert. An expert at everything. I'm going to show you how to roast this turkey.
Okay, you claim to know as much as anybody about it.
I know more than anybody about it.
Before we carve it up, let the viewers know just some general information about turkeys.
Well, the first thing you do when you get a turkey, you give it a slap on the tuchus.
On the what?
Tuchus. This is a tuchus.
What are tuchus?
That's the backside.
Okay.
And then you put it in the oven, and you cut in some celery and some onions and a little garlic, and you let it roast under a small fire so that it gets nice and crisp. Then you turn it from the tuchus to the front.
Okay.
Then we got it in the front. It's good to take a paper bag, a brown paper bag, put it over the turkey so you don't mess up the breast or anything to do with the turkey. You see, then when it comes out and you get it out of the oven nice and hot, you take over here the leg and you take a little boning knife like this and you give it a cut here and you give a cut here and you cut this here off right over here.
Okay, let's get the leg off here.
You want to get this here leg?
Sure.
Oh, what, you like a leg?
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the leg.
Delicious. You take the leg, and then we take a wing here, and you give a cut right here. You see, right in here. But use a nice little boning knife like this, or a small knife you got in the house, and you go right along
So
the
you get the leg
here.
first, and then the wing.
Then the wing.
Okay.
Then after you do that, you take it with a knife, and you slit right along here, thin slit, so you can take off the skin.
I like the skin on the turkey.
That's right, but we're going to give that to you separately with a little stuffing.
Oh, okay.
See that? Then you get all of this skin out. That's for guys like you that like skin and stuffing. Then after you get all the skin out...
How do you get the white meat off there?
Aha, now I'm going to show you. Then you take a little knife like this.
Yeah.
See, this is what you call a little knife.
That's
and when you
dangerous.
get the little knife, you come in like this here and you start cutting. And then you get beautiful slices like this. You see how nicely that comes?
That's nice. Keep slicing that. If the viewers are interested in receiving the instructions from Leo on how to slice a turkey for the holidays, plus any of the bargain information that Joan Hamburg had for us earlier, you can write to us here at Real Life. Be sure it's in a business-size envelope, stamped and self-addressed, and you can get all of this information. You only have to write once a month to get all of the information that we have on our programs during that month. Thanks, Maven.
You're welcome, Huell. My pleasure.
I'm getting out of here with a leg and a wing. And next, we have a story about some people who were looking for a friend and found a family. It's a good-looking turkey, but you sliced it all up here. It's 8:30 on a Tuesday morning, and 84-year-old Dr. Fannie Lowy, a retired ophthalmologist, is getting ready for a special kind of job. A job for which she receives no pay, but great rewards. At an age when others are spending their days at a more leisurely pace, why is Dr. Lowy in such a hurry?
This is my answer always. I don't add the years to my life. I add life to my years. And besides, it's a day, it's not used up, it's a day you are not living. I am a volunteer, and I am aware helping the other, I'm helping myself.
This is the Jewish Home and Hospital for the Aged, located on West 106th Street in Manhattan. This home's been serving the needs of the people of this community for over 100 years now. There are over 500 residents inside. There's a fully professional staff here. There are also over 100 volunteer workers here. People who, like Dr. Lowy, are, for the most part, as old as, if not older than, the residents themselves. But this story isn't about facts and figures and numbers. This is a very special story about some very special relationships.
Look down, 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 good. Look here, here, no head. Eye exercises for muscles, and so we are doing something. We are not giving up. Of course, this help is more psychological. I remember a blind woman told me, "Doctor, you know, after many exercises, I can see pink." She cannot see pink, it's out of question. But she thinks and something was done for her.
When you leave here,
Yes.
after having spent a day with these people, what do you feel like inside?
I did something. I used up my day. I leave.
Dr. Lowy really is one of our most fantastic volunteers. We're proud of all of them. I don't want you to misunderstand, but Dr. Lowy is the sort of person who saw the need, saw a particular need, and decided that she was the volunteer who could do that job.
Mrs. Gittleman, you're the director of volunteers here at the home. I'm interested in this whole concept of senior citizens becoming volunteers.
We have a fine professional staff here. What the volunteer adds, particularly the senior citizen volunteer, the elderly volunteer, is an extra dimension of caring. What they add is the dimension of themselves, what they give, that they know, that they are bringing from their own experience. The residents are, many of them are former residents of the neighborhood. The volunteers also come from the neighborhood, and so they share in a common bond. This is their territory, their turf. There's a closeness that develops that's just beautiful. And a prime example of that would be Charlotte Nachman, who is our volunteer head librarian, and Miss Balfe, who is one of our senior residents.
Mrs. Nachman, you're a volunteer here, a friendly visitor. What do you think that term means, friendly visitor?
Well, it means bringing a breath of the outside world into this place. It means telling the people outside how fortunate they are that they're here on a cold, blustery day, or someone just been held up and beaten, and say how safe you all are. I just encourage them. I don't tell them any of the things that they don't want to hear. I tell them all the best.
She's polite to everyone who comes, and I never could do her job. I told her 100 times, because it comes up, somebody comes with silly questions and argues or something. But she's very patient and very, this is a gift. You must have a gift for that.
Indeed, the family of volunteers here at the Jewish Home and Hospital for Aged are gifted, sharing their gifts of concern, wisdom, and energy, and most importantly, their time, a most precious gift to the elderly. Have you made a lot of new friends through this?
Among the
volunteers?
I think so. You don't call it a friend, you just are friendly, you know, just a part of life, a part of your life, because they're with you all the time.
Those volunteers at the Jewish Home and Hospital for the Aged are doing a fantastic job, and if you would like to become a part of that volunteer program, you can by calling 666-2000. The people over there will be more than glad to include you. Which brings to mind, Bill, the whole idea of something you were talking to me about earlier this evening, about the people of New York caring about each other.
Well, I think they do. Given the opportunity, I really think that the people of New York care as much about one another as any place in the country. I really do. I've lived in New York all my life.
Well, I've enjoyed spending this day with you. Have you had a good time?
You better believe it.
You're not just saying that because you're on.
No way.
Well, you're not going to be with us next week, but we'll be back to share some more real life with you. We'll get a close-up look at the real lifestyle of a New Jersey Playboy bunny mother. And we'll sail around City Island with a sailor who is blind. Bill, do you remember at the beginning of the show, the opening had all those pictures flashing up on the screen?
Yes, I do.
What you probably didn't know is that those pictures were made by Alfred Eisenstadt, who's one of the best-known photographers in the world today. And another thing I bet you don't know, Alfred Eisenstadt lives right here in this neighborhood in Queens. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That's because he doesn't come in the Ready Penny a lot.
That's why I didn't know, right.
One of his best-known pictures, what he considers to be his best-known picture, is this one made on VJ Day in Times Square. What do you think about that picture?
I think it's a great picture. I think it shows pure affection for one another.
That's one way of putting it.
Right.
And one of the best days I've had since being in New York was the day I spent with Alfred Eisenstadt.
Anytime I want to photograph, there are trucks in my picture. Never seen so many trucks in my life. If I would be half as handsome as you, I would have conquered the world.